Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin. Today is October 26th. It's Monday. I'm grateful to be here with you this morning and so glad to have you all on the call with us today. Just a couple of quick announcements before we get started with today's training. Our quote of the day today is, "The only impossible journey is the one you never begin." Tony Robbins. As I just mentioned, we had an awesome regionals over the weekend, Friday and Saturday, 2 full days of training with all day Friday was a more national leadership based training. We had Bob Train, Woody Woodward, Rob Sperry, Nate Lambert. It was really, really incredible. Dane Clark took away so many good nuggets, and I'm so grateful for all of the support that this company provides, just constantly providing us with updated training and helping us along the way with things that we can try to help take our businesses to the next level. And then Saturday was, I was with I'm sure most of us were with Michael and training with our Elevate team, which was really, really fun. Took away a lot of really great action steps. Looking forward to taking action this week. We have our nationals dates to take note of. So mark your calendar if you have not already. We have nationals coming up March 18th through the 20th, 2021. Make sure that you get those days off work if you need to. Clear out those days so that you can be present for those few days of training. It's going to be great. We have the theme is, the theme is shifting higher into focused transformation. Leaders Retreat. We're going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, August 13th through the 17th, 2021. Every year, with the exception of this year, we've been going somewhere beautiful around the world. Bob Snyder will pick a beautiful destination. And those of you who are 5-star or 1-star with 5 active members, I believe that's still the rule, we get to go to Leaders Retreat. So do whatever you need to make happen for you to get to 5-star, and we'll see you there. I'm so excited. If you haven't already, visit oes.com. The OES is the optional event subscription. Michael Huggins and his team have put together this site and a short video that explains the OES in detail, what it is and what you get with it. And along with that, we've added some more support to our daily and weekly support system. Every Thursday, we're doing a private capital masterclass. Dane Clark is the one facilitating that. And make sure that you're watching your private and hard money classes before attending this. We're putting what we're learning from the classes to work, and Dane has had a lot of success with doing just that. So he's doing a really, really great job with facilitating that. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure you're plugging in. So every Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Also, every day after our morning marketing call, so after this call, right at 9 o'clock Mountain Time, we're doing a daily dream call, Daily Real Estate Action Mastermind. We've got people taking action, asking a lot of great questions on different transactions that we're looking at doing. Make sure that you're watching your classes, of course. Bring questions, bring advice. Any type of experience that you have is welcome. We love hearing all about your deals, so make sure that you're attending this call. It's been a lot of fun. It's usually going about 45 minutes long. And then every Friday, we've added on our morning, Fabulous Friday morning with Lily Portis from 8 to 9 Mountain Time. Also, every day at noon, Monday through Friday, noon Mountain Time, Michael Huggins and Scott Rowe have put together a 15-minute get to know you call where someone in the Renatus group is getting interviewed, and they basically just tell their story about their success with Renatus. And this is a very, very powerful exposure for your guests. So make sure you're inviting your guests to the noon get to know you call. You can easily access it by going to bit.ly/zoomup. And also make sure that you are registering in the Helios calendar for that noon event. Last week's house tour was very special. It was a different type of deal. Congrats to Ines for her hard work. She's really created some amazing success with our education. Ines has taken profits from a previous deal, and it paid for the deal that she's working on currently. So she'll be living in this deal living in this property, and it's paid for, so she's living in it for free. And on top of that, she's also going to be gaining cash flow from the property. So congrats, Ines. That was an awesome house tour last week. So every Wednesday, we are doing a house tour at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And it's a really great exposure for your guests to see the our real estate education in action. If you'd like to take a screenshot of this slide here, go ahead and do so. This is our weekly events. So every Tuesday at 12:30 Mountain Time, we have a profits intro. Michael Huggins does a great job at explaining what the profits is, and this webinar has been a lot of fun. We have people from all around the world logging on. I already mentioned our house tour every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then Thursday, we have multiple events to choose from. We have our house tour in Spanish. We also have our Pillars of Wealth in intro presentation. We have our follow-up and funding webinar. We have the onboarding session. We have the essentials offered in both English and Spanish. We have a business development study group, as well as multiple real estate study groups, fix and flip, wholesaling, multifamily, and short-term rental. All of these are happening at 7 p.m. So you get to pick and choose what is going to be best for you and your guests. We do record these morning calls. We're on both Facebook Live as well as YouTube. The Facebook Live page we are on is Renatus Team Elevate. Make sure you're a part of that page. We have a lot of important announcements there, as well as you are able to rewatch these recordings there. Sounds like we have someone off mute. Just one sec. Okay, and then on our YouTube channel, subscribe to Elevate Renatus, and you'll find that there's years and years worth of valuable training on there. On top of these morning calls being placed on that YouTube channel, you can also find the Zoom up calls, the 15-minute get to know you calls. Again, those are very powerful for your guests, so feel free to utilize this YouTube channel to share those links with your guests so that they can watch the recordings of those 15-minute noon get to know you calls. All right. Today we get to learn from Michael Huggins. I loved Michael Huggins' training over the weekend, and as all of us know, Michael has so much passion for training us and helping us with growing within our businesses, challenging us to take steps outside of our comfort zone. And that's something that I just really love about Michael. He really does a great job with helping me see outside of my own perspective and helping me just kind of think differently and, again, go outside of my comfort zone. I'm so grateful for that. Michael, before Renatus, he was working 2 jobs. He was working for both Jiffy Lube as well as Sears Auto. He was not really planning on doing any real estate investing. He had gone to school to be an auto mechanic and planned on working on semi-trucks, actually. Well, he realized soon after graduating from school that after paying student loan debts that the balance really hadn't been changing. He was very frustrated, both he and Vanessa. He was living in Vanessa's mother's basement at the time, and ends were not being met. So they knew that they had to make a change. So Michael found real estate investing. He started to look for different real estate investing opportunities. He found an ad, and it happened to be Renatus. I'm so grateful that Michael found Renatus. A lot of us wouldn't be here if it weren't for Michael and his hard work and his dedication to building his teams and changing his life. He completely transformed his mindset. He listened to mentors like Jim Rohn and Napoleon Hill, and has completely, like I said, transformed his mindset and pushes us to do the same. Since then, Michael has created so much success with his efforts in Renatus. He has been the #1 incomer in the company 2 years in a row. He has created teams around the country, and he travels around the country, not so much this year, but in the past has done lots of traveling to help train all the teams. So grateful for Zoom that we're able to all meet because of what's going on in the world this year. Michael is on the PAC with Bob Snyder, the President's Advisory Council, and we're so very grateful to get to learn from Michael this morning. Good morning, Michael.
Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? Welcome to the call, Money Monday. Glad we're all here. It's working. Okay, perfect. Man, what an awesome weekend. And thanks, Keely, for the intro. I had a blast listening from Bob and Jay and Woody and Nate and Ryan and Dane. And who else was up there? Rob and Zach and Sumari. And then listening to Yaz and Umair talk about all of their marketing. Holy cow, makes me feel like I'm being lazy. That was a very impressive regionals, and I hope all of you attended. If you missed the Friday for some weird reason, and I don't know why you would miss it, but if you did, they're going to have the recording up, I think, this week. So you can go check it out. And I know a lot of you did see it, and you're like, "Dang, I need to go catch that again," because it was just hard to take the notes as fast as they were coming out. So the cool thing is that they all taught a formula. They all taught a process and a procedure. And that procedure is not person specific. I could do it, or Wanda could do it, or Miri could do it, or Charles could do it. Anybody could do the process. It's just, will you do the process? We've been trained so well in the K through 12 and the grind and the just clock in, clock out mentality that it's hard for some people to tell themselves to do it every day. Get up, clock in, do your work, then clock out of your own business. It blows my mind how well someone will treat their job, but then how poorly they'll treat their business. So knock it off if you're doing that. But some of you have moved your business to the priority. Say your job is still there. I get it. I had jobs too. When you treat your business like your job, like if it's the only thing to do, you're going to get some results. But if you keep thinking about, oh, well, I can always go get a job if I need to. Stop thinking like that. That backup plan will thwart any sort of effort you have towards staying consistent. Okay, so there's my little speech for you this morning. Treat your business like a business. If you noticed how many people Dane was talking to, and Yaz and Umair and Zach and Sumari, they were talking to dozens of people a week, not one or two, dozens, and they're moving that interest through the system. So based off of what you guys saw this weekend, think of some questions. I have a quick little thing I want to share with you, but then let's get clear on some questions, because if you understand what was asked of you, then you can go and do it. If you don't understand, obviously you'll just do the same week as you did last week, and that's not nearly as fun. Okay, so Deborah says, can an ICM be international or only the profits? So right now, every ICM is just national. Okay. As soon as they launch Saladio, then we'll have an opportunity to be an international ICM. So, but right now it's still separate. Okay. So what is really being asked of you is find customers. That's it. Find customers. How do you want to find customers? Bob Snyder will pay you $10,000, $11,000 to find him a customer. So I'm turning, over the last couple months, my obsession has been with Benjamin. Just right. I had 10 years of an obsession with Renatus. Took a little break last 6 months, been obsessed with the baby. Now it's time to get back obsessed with the business. Okay. There's too much money to be made out there. There's so much money. Why aren't we each doing $1 million a year? That's 100 customers a year. That's it. Can you think of 100 people who would buy this? It might take you 6 months. It might take you 5 years to get all 100 of them. But the idea is, I started a business. You all started a business of, I guess the word would be recruiting, or, skill sourcing. We're looking for people that have the right skills. We're looking for people that have the right attitude, but we're really just recruiters. So all of you have a recruiting business. But do you act like it's a recruiting business? Yeah, recruiting to our team so it gets built. Team building, recruiting. Yeah, however you want to say it. But the idea is, are you acting like the business you started, or is it still kind of out there as like some kind of interest? Cool. Some of you are sitting there thinking, what the hell is he talking about?
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Sandra.
Sorry, I'm working on my shit.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm getting there. And at first, if I may, when I first joined Renatus, I thought I was just getting education to solve one of my problems. And then once I did that, I realized like, okay, there's more education for me to learn, obviously, right? And then I went in the process of learning, okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is an ICM? Yeah, some of you I'm grateful because woke me up, let's say. But then I realized, okay, this is not just education for me. This is for me to build a business, right? And okay, now how am I going to build this business? And obviously I'm under the process and realizing all these little steps that I have to take and that I have to put everything in order for me to develop my business. And if I don't do that, then it ain't gonna happen. And then obviously also I have to be the one that is, like you said, searching for the clients. I don't understand a lot of the words because my first language is Spanish. But if I really want to do this, then it's my job to also find those words, and continue improving myself. But that was my process. First education, then realizing it's not just education; it can be a business. And now my next step is developing my marketing so I can find my clients.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes. Treat it like the business. When you have someone, think about 2 or 3 years from now when you're being interviewed on your local morning news station. And they go, local business owner went from 0 to millionaire in just 2 years. Tell us what you did. And you're going to talk about your business of finding clients, being a professional, working on yourself. And what does that look like 100 weeks from now? Right? You're on that interview and you go, oh, I remember having to get up early and stay up late and process interest with my customers. But then I started making more money. I started hiring somebody. My business started growing. I started using technology, and we went from 50 grand a year to 500 a year using some systems. And you get to think about you as the business owner showing up, right? You're being interviewed and introduced as the CEO of something. Are you acting like a CEO? Are you getting up at the time a CEO gets up at? Are you shaking hands the way? Well, don't shake hands. Are you emailing the way a CEO emails? Use your hand sanitizer. But are you walking? I've been reading this book called The 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. Does anyone check that guy out? Jordan Peterson. That guy is awesome. He is legit. He'll tell you how it is. So he has this book called 12 Rules of Success. Rule number 1. This one's easy to follow. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. That's his rule number 1. He's got all kinds of other rules, but the rule number 1 is stand up straight with your shoulders back. So if you're being introduced as the CEO of blank and blank corporation, are you going to stand up straight with your shoulders back, or are you going to slump over, drop your head, drop your shoulders? Hi, nice to meet you. I want to do some business. Okay. Stand up straight, shoulders back. And one thing that I've always imagined, especially from years ago before I started making a lot of money, was I'm the CEO, I'm the boss. I have CEO on my business card. I have CEO on my email signatures. I have CEO on all my corporate paperwork. I got CEO on my bank accounts. I'm a CEO all the way through everything. So if you aren't, it is time to. There's something special that we have here at Renatus, and for all of you on the line here, acting like the CEO. You could be CEO of this corporation and still have a job. It's fine. But if you got the job and then you're just ding dong of this corporation instead of CEO of the corporation, it's not going to run. Everything rises and falls on that leadership, and you are the one leading your company. Now you have to rewire part of your brain. I get it. But if you need help rewiring your brain, you should watch Ron Williams' class. His is all about rewiring your brain. Okay, wow, we're getting lots of chats here. Okay. So here's what I'm going to be doing based off of what I learned this weekend. You guys want to see my new plan based off of what I've learned this weekend? We all took the same training. Training. We all took it. There we go. All right, here's my new plan. Run to the money. Now, in order for me to do this, I need to get in the eyes of my prospect, me, my company, my product, I need to get them to a 10. And right now, they're a 0. So when I meet them, it's my opportunity to use conversation, videos, testimonials, to get them to a 10 on all 3 of these categories, me, the company, and the product. And then I can move this customer through the straight line all the way to payday. And some of your customers are going to be mean. Some of them are going to be nice. Some of them are going to be easy to talk to. Some of them are going to be so annoying. But that's okay. I still want the money. How many of you are doing annoying things already for money? Think about the stupid jobs you have now or that you've had in the past. How annoyed you are by them. You're already doing something mega annoying for money. So why not just do this? It might be annoying sometimes, but it's way more money. So do it anyway. Some of you are like, well, I'm not in the mood, or it's not fun anymore, or whatever. Customers get mean or scary, or how do I make it all the way pleasant? It's not going to be all the way pleasant. It has its ups and downs. Your job wasn't all the way pleasant. So, but you still did it. You still showed up on time every day. You stayed the whole 8 hours. You didn't leave early. So do that same thing here. Do it for 3 to 4 hours a day. And you will start to make so much money that those 3 to 4 hours a day will make you more money than 8 hours at your job. And then you can say bye-bye to the job. But you still have to work consistently. Unless you have a big month and you make $100,000 in a month and you take the rest of the year off, you could do that too. But if you make $100,000 in a month, you could leverage that into the next month and make another $100,000 and keep that baby rolling. Okay. But the idea behind all this is it's consistency. That's what I noticed with Woody, with Rob, with Dane, with Nate, with Sumari, with Zach, with Yaz. It was consistency. So that's one thing I'm working on, is making sure that all my customers experience a 10 in all 3 of those. As soon as you get them to a 10 and they're at a 10, then that's when you ask for the order again. Now you've asked for it several times. You asked for it when they were down here, and then you said a few things and you showed them something else, and you kept bringing them up and you showed them a few things. And finally, at one moment in time, they're at a 10 on all 3 categories, and then you ask for the order and put it in. Now that could literally take 10 minutes or 3 hours. Each person's different, but you have to pay enough attention to see and feel where they're at, and you have to pay attention. Okay. So here's what I'm going to be doing. And some of you are already familiar with it, but I'm putting out signs. I'm doing Facebook. I'm not an expert at it, but I took the notes, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be a little baby about it. Some of you are like, well, I don't know. I'm not cool enough for Facebook. Some of you are being silly about that. Knock it off. Your customers are looking for you, and they're on Facebook. Okay. LinkedIn. And then I'm going to start, well, I've already started my YouTube channel. And then signs is going to be for real estate and as an ICM. And Facebook, we're going to do the 10-4-3-1 post. LinkedIn is going to be its own funnel that we're getting set up. And then YouTube, right now we're just pumping out videos. I think I'm up to like 20 videos on the YouTube channel. Some are like 3 minutes, some are 8 minutes, some are longer. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and check out Michael A. Huggins' YouTube channel. Give me some feedback, comment on my stuff. Let's make some more money so we can change more lives and have more fun and do more. Okay. And then the other one, which at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, I'm going to start up a new meetup for my local area, maybe in January or something like that. I don't know. To start meeting local people here. And I learned a ton starting the Denver team, what to do, what not to do. I've learned preferences. I've learned systems. So with my signs, I have 2 different phone numbers, right? Based off of what they call Facebook. There's the Facebook posts, but then there's also the, that's the personal, right? And then there's also the groups. Like if I were Keely, I would take a screenshot of that post that got her all those appointments. And depending on what group, I might just repost that post. But then also I might screenshot that with the results of how many comments and then put that in like a lead gen Facebook group and say, hey, posts like this are getting me 10 to 15 appointments. If you want to learn more about that, hit me up. And then she can sell at profits because people want to learn how to get more leads. Well, great. Here's how she learned how to do it. And so groups are important. We got entrepreneur groups, real estate groups. We got hobby groups that we can then turn into friends. We got marketing groups, all kinds of groups. So if you guys ever find yourself getting trapped in the Facebook world, set a timer. Set a timer on your apps and just have it, turn it off. Okay, on your laptops or your phones or your tablets, you can go and select in the settings reminders of when to turn things off. So I think Dane, even though he's making a boatload of money using Facebook, he has a timer set for 15 minutes. That's it, a day. As soon as he's hit 15 minutes, the timer comes on and says, hey, we're going to turn your app off now. No big deal. And if you didn't get your work done, as what a reminder. What'd you do wasting 15 minutes of your time? LinkedIn is going to be all about connecting. Okay, lots of connections. One thing I liked about Yaz's explanation with LinkedIn is how her banner looks, how she has a qualifying question in her banner, and then she her whole description is all around the ad. I mean, her description is an ad. It's not like everyone else on LinkedIn. Their description is like a resume. And it's okay. You read it real quick before you hop on the call with someone. But hers is an ad. So when people read it and then they get on the phone with her, they know they're going to be spending money with her, or don't waste her time. And I thought that was awesome. The app with the timer, it's just on iPhones is called screen time. So, well, let's see if it's on iPads also. It doesn't look like it's on. Well, I haven't updated my iPad in a few years because whenever you update it, something else wonky happens. Oh, okay. So I'm on screen time on my iPad. So turn on screen time, and then you can do app limits right here, add a limit, and we can go to social networking, maybe. Next. Hangout, FaceTime, and 9 more. Whatever, 10 minutes. Add. I guess that's where it would be, right? So anyway, now that I got that set up, if I'm open on this device for 10 minutes, then it'll say, hey, you got 60 seconds left before we're turning this off. Okay, so set up your screen time. Okay, time is flying. Let me read a few more of these. Okay, Conrad said, please show us your business card. I'll have to dig it out of the boxes. Plus, I got to make a new one because now we're in Tennessee. And I've had a bunch over the years. So however you design them, doesn't really matter. Office Max has some awesome templates, or Vistaprint. Just use one of the fun templates and make sure it's more on the professional side. I was trying to go more towards executive, right? I'm a CEO, so are you. So make sure it's more executive feel than like a designer, like, you know, don't make it flashy, make it clean. Okay, could we have the name of that book again? Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules of Success. Let me just pull it up for you real quick. Jordan Peterson. As soon as you type that into YouTube, that guy's got like 500 hours of content on YouTube. He's amazing. And there we go. Okay. Jordan Peterson. 12 Rules of Life. This one right here. 12 Rules of Life. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Okay, so check that book out. How many days until December 31st?
It's 66 days until then.
66 days. Can you focus on something for 66 days? See, a lot of people generally go towards, I'm going to start something January 1st. Okay, sure, do that also. But what if you say, I'm going to finish something by January 1st? Be unique, be special in that regard. So what is it that you want to have done by January 1st? Let's be different. Let's not be typical like everyone else. I'm going to start some January 1st. Yeah, book do for you. Everybody does that. What are you going to have done by January 1st? Are you going to have made offers, finished books, generated this many leads, make this many posts? I mean, technically, if you're going to implement Rob Sperry's Facebook strategy, how many posts should you have made by January 1st if you're going to start right now?
66.
66. Yeah. He says make a post every day. So if you're going to be implementing this stuff by January 1st, I will have this done. Okay. You're going to have such a better experience moving into 2021 if you do that instead of waiting until January to start working. Can you guys hear Henry?
Hey, Michael. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we
Just
hear
a
your
question. Would you be
check-in.
able?
We're listening, Bilal. Go ahead.
Okay. Would you be able to just share your experience about Meetup, what the do's and don'ts and all of that, maybe today or on another meeting that we can do that?
Be clear on what they can expect. Be clear on what they can expect. Message frequently, especially doing like your welcome message when someone joins your meetup. And put pictures in the event. And shave. No, wait, that's not for meetup. That's just for you, Bilal. You gotta get rid of that beard, man. It's falling out of your face mask. I miss my beard in a way, but also I gotta tell you, my one-on-ones, especially from my LinkedIn, where we're doing it one-on-one this way, now that I don't have the beard, I am taken way more seriously. So it's just something in America. Beards equal bums. Unless you're in Portland or Seattle for some reason, then everyone has a beard. But you're in Phoenix. Yeah?
New York.
Near Phoenix?
New York.
You're in New York?
Yes.
Since when?
Upstate New York.
This whole time?
Yep.
Why did I think you were in Phoenix? Okay. Well, either way, should we take a vote? Should we do a quick poll? Should we see if Bilal should shave or not? All right, everyone. We need your
Yes.
opinion real quick. If you could just go into the chat. If Bilal's face looks fine, say don't shave. But if you think he'd be better off clean cut, wearing a tie, then just go ahead and type in shave into the chat and let's see what happens here.
Use some beard oil.
We're not saying shave your head. Well, there you go. There's Conrad.
There we go. I'm saying our forefathers had beards, right? You just got to use enough beard oil so it lays down. It was all a gimmick by basically mainstream media to start shaving so they can make money. You know what I mean? But we're getting back to the OG original stuff. But you got to be able to pull it all in. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Right.
That's my 2 cents.
You can't be crazy with it.
I was trained that beards offend some people, so don't take a chance.
So either grow a beard like Conrad or don't grow a beard at all.
Hey, Michael.
Yes, Bill. Are you growing a
Hey.
beard?
No, sir. I could if you want me to. So Bilal, he enrolled under Richard Sailing, who rolled up to Dave Jaquish, and we're all in Phoenix. So we've all worked with Bilal since day one. That's probably why you thought he was
Ah.
from Phoenix. Yep.
Gotcha.
He's kind of been I don't know, grandfathered, but orphaned onto our Phoenix team. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that answers that mystery. Okay, so we got a yes for shave. Sheldon says he's just shaking his head. Charles says okay, we'll come back to yours in a sec, Charles. We got to add all these up.
My wife is gonna love you today.
Nice. Let's see. Shave it up, handsome. Shave, groomed, not shaven.
Mike,
Use a trim. What's up?
that wasn't the shaking my head wasn't for that. That was for something else. I agree with him shaving.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, Jeanette says shave. Doug says shave. Jeffrey Adam wants to know what part of upstate you're in. Shave, clean it up. Shave, please. Shave. Conrad, you are more handsome without the beard, says Sandra. Shave. Wrapped in a hug with love. Shave. You might, yes, but you might lose a sandwich. Oh boy. Shave that handsome face. I don't know what you're talking about, Anthony. Not shaving in November at all?
Yeah, November is it's awareness for male testicle cancer, and it's a thing called Movember. It's pretty big, and it's just a good way for us to, we were talking about using Rob Sperry, etc., getting out, finding new groups. It's a good way to get to know other people and utilizing something that's a good cause.
Okay. So male testicular cancer. You definitely don't want any of that female testicle cancer. That's the worst.
That's a different program.
Oh, goodness. Samson lost his power when he shaved. Yeah. But Samson also had a different beard. It's just a different beard. Conrad, how long did it take you to do it?
That's why he got his haircut, not a shave.
Okay, so shave in December is what it sounds like. 10 months to get that beard. Nice. Yeah, I should have brushed mine out more. I have it added like 6 months and I could tuck it into my shirt. And then some people don't even grow facial hair. That's all right, Sheldon. You don't have to deal with the mess. It's a mess sometimes. Okay. Anyway, more like 11. Nice. Maybe in like 2022, I'll just not shave at all and we'll see how it goes from there. But I had to get rid of that beard, especially when you got a baby and he's like yanking on it and stuff. That's just no fun. Okay, let's get back to our whiteboard here. So it sounds like you're shaving, Bilal. That's what it sounds like to me. So congratulations on your newfound face. And we're really excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we talked about the meetups. I'm not doing drop cards like Yaz is, but obviously she's having a lot of success. So for those of you who are out and about doing that stuff, go do it. I live on a mountain in the middle of a forest, so there are no places to put drop cards for me. Okay, that's just different. My gas station is 15 minutes away, so I'm not going around the corner and putting some cards in the gas. But for all of you who are already doing that stuff, get some drop cards, put a different phone number on there, make it funnel in to your Gmail and call everybody. This business mindset, it has to be 3 to 4 hours a day. 3 to 4 hours a day. And what is the work? we there was a Q&A at the end when we were doing our little panel discussion on Saturday. And you remember someone asked me, well, Michael, how do you stay focused on work that matters and not busy work? Do you remember what I said?
Yeah, I do. So I was the one to ask that question.
Brigham, what's up? What did I say?
You said make sure you schedule pay time. And that was my biggest takeaway actually from the whole training. So I already revamped my calendar, and that was the first thing that I put in, was making sure that I have pay time every single day. And I'm very busy in a lot of other respects. So I'm like, I'm scheduling at least an hour of pay time every single day that is outside of events. It's just talking with customers or potential customers, or sitting down doing those follow-ups. And if I'm not doing those, that doesn't count as pay time. So
there you go. When I was making 20 hours of pay time a priority on my week, 20 hours a week of pay time, I was making 20 grand a week. Now I'm down to maybe 5 to 10 hours of pay time right now, these last couple months, as I've been mostly goofing around in the woods. But if I want to ramp it back up, my income is directly related to pay time. So there's only 2 ways to get pay time: on the phone or in front of customers. Okay, it's not writing ads, it's not sending texts, it's not making posts. Those things will get you to the pay time. But the pay time is literally on the phone or meeting, Zoom, face-to-face, coffee, whatever, with the prospect. That's your pay time, and your pay time is directly related to your pay. So if you go back 30 days and you add it all up, how much pay time were you actually engaged in?
were you asking me directly, Michael?
Yeah.
Well, I looked over this last month. This last week, I had 4 one-on-ones. So less than an hour, in my opinion, of actual pay time over the course
Per day
of
or
a week.
in a week?
So it was like, yeah, it was just not enough to get anything. I didn't make any money last week because I had like basically no pay time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're getting clear on that. Even if you make sure that it's, like you said, 1 hour a day, by the end of the month, you'll have put in 20 to 30 hours of pay time, which should be $20,000 to $30,000.
Yeah.
So that means you're developing a skill set that's worth $1,000 an hour. If you waste 15 minutes goofing around, how much money did you flush down the toilet?
Basically $500. No, $250.
$250 to goof around for 15 minutes. Was it worth it?
Nope.
So some of you are just sitting on the toilet scrolling through Facebook thinking that's okay. Well, I'm on the toilet, so it's okay to do this. But it's 15 minutes. Would you really give up $250 to scroll on Facebook? If that popped up on your phone and said, would you like another 15 minutes? Enter your credit card, $250. Would any of you do it? No. So you have to stop yourself now, because that money is still taken out. It's just, instead of being taken out, it just never shows up. But it's still not yours because you wasted that time. So pay time, pay time, pay time. Cool. On the phone or in front of prospects. Awesome. Okay, we got just a few more minutes. Let me check the chat here. Make sure we're staying on time. Where do we get drop cards? Lorraine, you go to gotprint.com. Like got milk, got print. So Earl said, all but one of his enrolled students have been warm market from Facebook. The one that wasn't was from Bigger Pockets. So Bigger Pockets could be another one of these on the list. Let me just move this out of the way here. Earl, are you in a position to come off of mute real quick and tell us how you're using this, or should we save that for another day?
How am I using what?
How are you using Bigger Pockets to get leads and sales?
I actually don't use it that much. It was someone else who reached out to me on Bigger Pockets. It's Isaac, actually. And and so we met up for bubble tea, and then brought him down to a couple events. He's probably on this call right now, and
Nice.
so he can chime in on that. Uh, However, I also was introduced to Renatus through Bigger Pockets because of Martin. He reached out to me on that. So in both of those cases, I'm not doing active lead generation outward from Bigger Pockets, but I could be, but I'm focusing more on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Okay. Cool. So we got the methodology out here. So sometimes you have to negotiate with your spouse. Sometimes you have to negotiate with your kids. For the next 66 days, make a conversation happen with you and yourself, or your spouse, or your kids, your significant other, the person who you normally give your time to. We only got 24 hours in a day, 86,400 seconds in a day. We only have that. So the people in your life who are used to getting it, well, have a negotiation with them. Look, I'm happy to give you my time, but I have to also put some time towards this. So it would help me a lot if we could either schedule more time in 2 months, in January, we can play the whole month. If you help me hit these goals, or maybe we set some time aside, we get up earlier, we stay up later, we do something. But these 3 to 4 hours a day is basically all we're doing is we're taking people that showed some interest. They said, yeah, I'm interested. And we move them through the interest processing. Here's what we're selling. Here's what we're offering. Can you buy it next? Here's what we're offering. Here's what we're selling. Can you buy it next? And the people who can buy it, great, give me your money. The people who can't buy it, come back when you have money. Pretty straightforward. So all these are just to get people so that we can then put them in the pipeline. Some people will buy that week. Some people will take a month. But then you take all this interest, all these people, all the numbers of people, and you put them in your Helios. You put them in the smart system. And both of these, the Helios and the smart system, have something called My Day. This is where you spend your time. The My Day tells you who you should be calling, what script to use, where they left off, where you're picking up, what event they need to see, what they've already been to. The My Day is all the action. So there's a My Day section in Helios and a My Day section in Smart. However you use it, I don't care. Before these things came up, my My Day was Post-it notes. I had too many Post-it notes. Or I'd schedule calendar events and I had 40 or 50 calendar events. Call this person. I'll call this person. It's just so much better when it's organized like this. But you got to do it daily. Treat this like your job. You're the CEO. Act like a CEO and you'll get paid like a CEO. Otherwise, you won't. And the longer it takes, then the longer it's going to take. Like it's okay, so I had 2 team members, one of them who had never started anything entrepreneurial before. Okay, he's brand new to this idea. Showed it to him. He took the ideas, and in several months, he was very successful. Web page not enlarge. I don't know what that means.
So, Michael, what I wanted to ask is, I mean, we're utilizing Team Elevate page. Would it be, it's really awesome to have all the people that are contributing on there. It would be even better if we could have all the members' photographs up there as well. So that when you send somebody to that page, you are part of that page. And it would also be good for us to give us credibility.
Are you talking about the Team Elevate USA page?
That's it.
Okay, we could talk.
And then
about
also
that.
under those pictures, what would be really fantastic is if we could click on them and it took us to a bio of those organizers and testimonial.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely see that working.
We've already got most of the content. It's just really great and easy.
Okay. I will
Thank you.
talk to the people who are in charge of that, and we'll get something going.
Thank you, sir.
It's going to be an ongoing process, right? Because
Of
it's all
course.
run by volunteers. So
Happy to help if I can do anything.
okay, cool. Okay, so real quick, 2 ICMs. One, brand new to the idea of entrepreneurship, hit it hard and just stayed focused and had some success. The other ICM had been in this company, that company, that company, and for years and years was trying things and trying things and trying things. And he told his spouse, you know, this is Renatus, this is what I'm working on. I'm going to go get rich. Well, that spouse had heard that so many other times from other companies and other opportunities that they were pursuing that they stopped supporting that person. And the sad thing is that although that ICM had a lot of energy and effort towards it, they weren't getting the kind of support because they weren't following through. Now you can get rich in all kinds of companies. This one's actually one of the easiest to get rich in because you're doing real estate and you're making 10,000 per sale. But if you don't follow through on what you said you were going to do for the next 30 days, 66 days specifically, then the next time you go do your spring challenge or your summer challenge, if you want the support from the people around you, you need to follow through on what you said you were going to do. They don't want to see you start something for a week and then drop, because then they're not going to believe you next time you say you're about to start something. So it's part of you being of integrity and following through with what you're saying that's going to get you the more support. That's why Vanessa supported me this whole time. One, she's awesome, but also I said I was going to do it. Whether it worked or not is different. The outcome is different. The result is different. Don't judge the outcome or the result. Judge the effort. And she saw my effort every day, showing up, putting in the time, and then it finally started to pay off. So, yeah, exactly. You want them to believe you, say you're going to do it, and then follow through no matter what. I got to hop on the Pat call. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for being here. Go after it hard. You saw my plan. I'm doing signs. I'm doing Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Meetup, and I'm going to consider Bigger Pockets now that Earl shared a little bit more about that. So have a fantastic day, everybody. Thanks for being here. Keely, thanks for setting this up. All the support, everybody. Conrad, nice beard. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See ya.